Scorpio, welcome to your monthly horoscope for April 2024. My name is Adina. I'm an intuitive astrologer, and in this video, I will be walking you through all of the major energies you will be navigating for the month of April. April is the biggest month of 2024. We've got a lot going on, so there's a lot to cover. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you align with my energy and enjoy my content, and let's get right into it. So, the first week of April, right on the first, we have Mercury stationing retrograde. Now, this is in your sixth house. So, there's a lot of focus on the sixth house, Scorpio. The sixth house rules work, health, and daily routine. So, there's something that you are rethinking and reevaluating or having to address around work, around health, around your daily routines, maybe nutrition habits. I did post a video going into this Mercury retrograde energy. If you want to check that out, it can bring more insight into what you may be moving through here. Now, on the second, we're going to have the Venus Neptune conjunction. Now, Venus rules your seventh house of relationships and one-on-one connections, so that's really nice, and it's in your fifth house of passion and romance. So this is great for romantic connections, passion. This is great for creativity and any artistic ventures that you're currently, wanting to get going. This is really great for that. On the fourth, we have the sun forming a conjunction to the north node. So this is a typo. It's not Neptune, it's the north node. And whatever changes are taking place in these areas of life with the nodes transiting here and the eclipses, this is where there can be some really big insight, clarity, understanding, big developments around the direction that you're wanting to move in when it has to do with your work, when it has to do with your health, and when it has to do with your daily routines and all that sixth house energy. Also, pets are in the sixth house too. If you own a business and you have employees, that's all in the sixth house. Now, on the fifth, we have Venus entering Aries, bringing more focus to the sixth house. So there's a lot of focus on that sixth house, work, health, and daily routine this month, Scorpio. Now, on the 8th, we have the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, and that solar eclipse is conjunct Chiron. This is in the sixth house. So I will be posting a separate video going into this energy, but, we're all going through this healing process and transformation right now. And this solar eclipse is really highlighting that for all of us. So, Chiron represents our wounds, insecurities, vulnerabilities. So, whatever you've been moving through lately around healing, around past trauma, there can be something really highlighted here for that. And again, this could have to do with your health. I even just got healer too. If you're a healer, like energetic healer, intuitive healer of any kind, it can be really big for that. But I'm going to post a separate video going deep into this energy and the chart. But it's almost like we're going through this amazing healing process and there's something new beginning because it's a new moon. So we're stepping into this new journey and direction. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this kind of manifests for everyone. And also, I would love to hear your astrology stories down below because this month we have a lot of unique transits like Mars Saturn conjunction, Jupiter Uranus. So please feel free to comment your astrology stories down below and how this shows up for you. But between the 9th and the 11th, we're having the Mars Saturn conjunction. And this is in your fifth house of creativity, children, romance, hobbies, interests, everything you kind of enjoy and do for fun is in that fifth house. But Mars rules all of this sixth house energy. So whatever you're navigating, I feel like in the sixth house around work, health, and daily routine, it's coming to a head with this Mars Saturn conjunction. And again, we're all going to move through this energy differently, and it really depends on your relationship with Mars. Like Mars is your co-ruler because you're Scorpio rising. So, your whole chart's ruled by Mars and Pluto. So you feel this Mars energy, a lot more intensely, but Mars also is ruling all that sixth house energy. So there's something definitely, coming to a stop, or it could be challenge, restriction, hardship. Like something is showing up here that you're really having to address, you're having to navigate. Now, on April 11th, we have the Mercury Cazimi at 22 degrees. This is in your sixth house. So, whatever you've been rethinking and reevaluating with the Mercury retrograde, especially around work, health, and daily routine, this is where you can really get some insight around that. Maybe you're having a conversation, or you get some information, or you get receive an intuitive download. There's something coming in on this day. So, you want to pay attention because there's something coming in on this day that's going to help you with this whole Mercury retrograde process on whatever you've been rethinking in this area of life. Now, once we get to the third week of April, on the 15th, we have Mercury retrograde conjunct Chiron. So that's when there's insights around the healing journey, healing process. We've all been moving through this healing journey with all these Chiron activations. With Mercury retrograde, we could receive an intuitive download or, something along those lines. On the 17th, we have Venus conjunct the North Node. And to be honest, the 15th, 17th, and 18th is kind of working together in a sense. Venus, Mercury retrograde conjunct Chiron, Venus conjunct the North Node, Venus conjunct Mercury retrograde. It's like this is when there's really big developments around what you need, what you want, what you desire, what you're moving through around work, health, and daily routine. So we really want to be paying attention on this day. And again, because Venus rules that seventh house of relationships, it could have to do with relationships and partnerships. But yeah, there's something showing up here where you're getting a better understanding around what you need, want, and desire. Now, between the 17th and the 21st, we have the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, and that conjunction is going to come exact on the 20th. This is in your seventh house of relationships and one-on-one connections. So, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, abundance, opportunity, luck. Uranus is the planet of Uranus is the great awakener, but Uranus is also the planet of chaos, disruption, and shock. So there's definitely something that can be showing up at this time around relationships and one-on-one connections. But Jupiter also rules your second house of money, finances, and values, and your fifth house of children, creativity, romance, hobbies, interests, and Uranus rules your fourth house of home, family, property, and real estate. So this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is not just affecting one area of our life, it's affecting multiple areas of our life. So this is definitely a time to, pay attention. Let me know in the comments below how this shows up. But it can be shocking, it can be disruptive because it's Uranus, but the fact that Jupiter's here, I feel like, is what's making it not like it's some bad, shocking event. It's almost like it's shocking, but there's more of a benefic, spin to it because Jupiter's there. Then on the 19th, we will have the sun entering Taurus, and you have, again, Taurus in your seventh house of relationships. So there's more focus, on the seventh house. So maybe you're, focusing more on your relationships and one-on-one connections. On the 21st, we're going to have Venus conjunct Chiron. So, that's when there can be some support coming in for this healing journey that's taking place, or kind of whatever you're moving through with this energy. Then we get to the fourth week of April. And on the 23rd, we have the full moon in Scorpio. So this is your full moon. So there's a lot of focus on you, your character, your personality, your appearance, your physical body, how you view this physical reality. There's a lot of focus on you. This is your full moon. I will also be posting a video on this full moon, getting into the chart. But this is where, what were the intentions that you set at the time of the new moon? This is also the first full moon we're having in Scorpio. That's not an eclipse, the past 2 years or so, because we had the eclipses in Taurus and Scorpio. And so this time last year when we had the full moon in Scorpio, it was an eclipse. So it's not as intense. We're kind of able to feel the Scorpio energy without the intensity. I mean, Scorpio is already intense, but this is nice. So think back to 6 months prior with the new moon in Scorpio. What were the intentions that you were setting? Now is when you can see, those intentions come to fruition. Now, I also noted here that Uranus is going to move to 22 degrees, just to show that even, on the 23rd, we're still moving through that Jupiter-Uranus energy. On the 25th, we're going to have Mercury stationing direct. And when Mercury stations direct, it's going to be right on top of the North Node. So there's big developments here around whatever you're moving into in this area of life, whether it's a conversation that you're having, information you're receiving, intuitive downloads. Watch your thoughts, have that mindfulness and self-awareness, because there's something really big showing up on this day, especially when it has to do with whatever you were moving through with the Mercury retrograde, whatever you were rethinking and reevaluating in this area of life. There could be something really beautiful showing up for you, bringing a better understanding to, the direction you want to move in. Then the 27th and 28th, we will have the Mars Neptune conjunction. And because Mars is your chart ruler, this can be a day, it can be very spiritual, very intuitive, but it can also be a day where there's not a lot of motivation, willpower, drive, or there's not a lot of clarity on how you want to take action with something with this energy. So it is a day to just kind of, be mindful. If you're not feeling yourself, that's why it could be the Mars Neptune conjunction, because Neptune can bring, a lot of confusion, illusion, also deceptiveness. So yeah, we just want to be, watch those couple of days if you're not feeling yourself. Now, on the 29th, we will have Venus entering Taurus. So Venus is going to enter your seventh house of relationships and partnerships. So that's really beautiful, bringing more focus to relationships. And then on the 30th, we're going to have Mars enter Aries. So Mars is at home in Aries. Mars rules Aries. So this is great for motivation, willpower, drive. But again, it all depends on your personal relationship with Mars, how this energy shows up for you. Mars in the sixth house can bring health issues. But it could also make you super motivated, where you're having a lot of energy. You're wanting to, start this new routine that you have set for yourself. So, Scorpio, I hope this helps you navigate the energies for April. It's a really big month. Don't forget to put your astrology stories down in the comments below. I would love to hear how all these energies kind of manifest for all of you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you align with my energy and enjoy my content. And I will connect with you in the next one.